And we're live, and welcome back to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down. I am T. Harris at When the Needle Drops.
And I'm QG at Nerdy Little Bubba.
And again, as always, our mission on the Saturday Sit Down is to share our love for music in a way that is accessible and enjoyable for all, from the novice to the knowledgeable, with the goal of never being loud and wrong. Let the church say amen.
Amen to that, good brother.
Amen. So, as always, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, share the Saturday Sit Down on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It costs you nothing to hit that thumbs up button, that subscribe button, and also share this content with your family and your friends and fellow music lovers. And as Q often says,
you might just learn a little something.
You might just learn something. So, all right, Q, we in the house. Tell the people why we here.
All right, so tonight we're going to talk about the life and times of Shawn Carter, a.k.a. S. Carter, a.k.a. Hova, J. Hova, a.k.a. Jay-Z.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
we're going to
go. Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, we're going to go through his 13 album discography. We're going to rank it based upon some internal criteria that we came up with. And you might learn a little bit of additional information behind some of his classics and or masterpieces. So Sit back and get ready, because we about to go in tonight.
Yeah, and if you are joining us for the first time, please make sure you participate in the live chat. Be sure you participate in the live chat. And if you're joining us again, be sure you share this link with fellow music lovers so they can jump in as well. So we have two special guests joining us tonight. I'm going to add them to the stage. All right. And neither one of them are strangers to the show. We got JB back in the house. Give it up for JB. And then we got Brother Brown, Mike Brown, a.k.a. the lifestyle rap enthusiast.
It's your boy. It's your boy.
And as you see, we are all dressed for different phases of Jay-Z's life. Right. We got the New York Yankees fitted with the jersey. We got Q with the T-shirt and the fitted cap. We got Jay-Z, Big Pimpin', JB, and then we got older Jay-Z when he became the billionaire, settled down making that money. 40/40 Club Jay-Z with the cigar and the artwork in the background. Correct. So we try to do a little something.
Little Basquiat pieces, right? Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, man. So we appreciate y'all being on. Real quick, gentlemen, I'm starting with you, Q. Favorite Jay-Z song today?
Favorite Jay-Z song today?
Today, because it's hard to pick one. Favorite Jay-Z song today?
Change Clothes.
JB.
PSA.
Okay, Mike.
Guys, that's a tough one. Dear Summer.
Okay.
Dear Summer touches me. It gets me every time. Dear Summer.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. All right, mine is Heart of the City, man. That beat just grabs you, man. Yeah. All right. So Q, tell the people the format of tonight's show.
All right, so you know how this is done. We're going to do it round robin style. We each going to go through our Jay-Z, like I said, Jay-Z discography. We're going to hit you with what we consider to be our bottom three. We're going to hit you with our somewhat bottom tier, but kind of in the middle tier, and we're going to hit you with our top three. It's going to be in descending order. So starting from 13 on down to 1.
Yeah, so we challenge one another to rank Jay-Z's discography, his 13 solo albums from worst to best. We're talking about from 1996 to 2017, 13 albums over 21 years. So this does not include compilation albums, featured guest, and it doesn't include the MTV Unplugged album. All right. So that's going to be the task tonight. We have already predetermined our list before the show. Our goal is to come up with a consensus 13-1 by the end of the show. So as we go along, the debate will increase. So when we are at the bottom tier, we ain't gonna talk about it much. We'll do a quick little hitters here and there, but once we get into like towards the top of the pyramid, that's when the debate will start. All right. So before we get into the ranking criteria, I want to do a little segment called Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Don't. All right. That's 3 era Jay-Z. He was honored at the BET Hip Hop Awards in 2009. And that quote became a big deal back in the MySpace days. All right. All right. So here's some Jay-Z by the numbers: 25 Grammy Awards, 89 Grammy nominations, making him one of the most awarded rappers in Grammy history. The first rapper inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, the first living rapper to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, received the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award at the Grammys in 2024. Reasonable Doubt is inducted not only into the Grammy Hall of Fame, but also into the Library of Congress National Registry of Music. He's the winner of 2 Emmy Awards. He was named one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people, and recently was named by the New York Times as one of the top 30 living songwriters. He has 14 #1 albums on the Billboard 200. He surpassed Elvis Presley in 2009 for the most #1 albums by a solo artist. 4 Billboard Hot 100 singles, estimated 140 plus million records sold worldwide. Co-founder of Rockefeller Records and later Roc Nation, and became hip hop's first billionaire and is considered one of the wealthiest musicians ever. Now, if we want to get into the business world, we can talk about his investments in Douce. He's an early investor in Uber, Ace of Spades Champagne, Rockefeller Clothing Line, Roc Nation Sports. He played a hand in developing artists such as J. Cole, Rihanna, and he struck gold when he married Beyonce. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All facts, brother. All facts.
All facts.
Yeah, all facts. All right. So here are our ranking criteria. So these are the criteria of which we're going to rank these albums, okay? And we came up with the top 5 criteria, and they are in order: bars, lyrical content, okay? Storytelling, rapping ability, quotables, okay? Production quality, beats, cohesion, overall sequencing, overall sound, cultural impact, and legacy. How much did this album matter when it dropped? Did it shift hip hop? Does it still matter today? What the kids like to say, skips or no skips, but grown folks, we're gonna say consistency. Okay, is this a complete project or just a collection of moments? And then the last criteria we have: replay value or aging. How well did this album age? How does it sound today? How do we listen to this album with 40-year-old ears versus when we were all college students 20 some odd years ago? So did the album get better with time, or did it get worse? All right. So gentlemen, it's time. Viewers, it's time to get into our bottom 3. All right. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. JB, if you will set a timer for me for 10 minutes. We may go under 10 minutes, but what the plan here is to simply discuss what your bottom 3 are. The worst of the 13. I'm going to start with you, Mike. What's your bottom 3?
So look, I know we got 10 minutes, so just real quick. This required a really thorough and thoughtful analysis. I think a lot of times when we have these conversations about, Jay-Z's discography, people are talking off the cuff, very emotional. But I actually sat down for a week and listened to every single Jay-Z album. And I can honestly tell you that there was a moment where Hov was dropping every year. And you can tell that he was dropping every year because the tone and the trend and the sound was reflective of that year we were in. So with that being said, which one? My bottom 3 or?
Yeah, give me your bottom 3. 13,
bottom 3,
12, and 11.
13, Kingdom Come.
Okay.
Trash. Now I'm just playing. But I think it was the comeback that nobody, we love Hov, but it was the comeback nobody asked for.
Yeah.
12, Magna Carta Holy Grail. 11, you know what? I think I might have messed up because I put Collision Course in there. Okay. And I think Did we include Collision Course? Or we taking Collision Course
Nah,
out?
we
That's
didn't
the one
include
with
Collision
Course.
Course. That's the one with Lincoln Park. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't do
So
that.
I had them at 11, but I probably could throw in Volume 3, maybe.
Okay.
You know, so my bottom 3 once again would be Kingdom Come, followed by Magna Carta Holy Grail, and then what was it?
Volume 3.
Volume 3.
Okay. All right. JB, 13, 12, and 11.
Sure
Brief analysis.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So for me, 13 was Magna Carta. Had a couple hit songs, obviously. On the Run Part 2 is on there. 12 for me was 444.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I for the sake of time, I won't go get a deep dive. I know we're gonna have a debate.
That's fine.
So.
Yeah, because we can't. We're not gonna spend a bunch of time here. But whoa. Okay.
And to be clear, to me, JVZ doesn't have a worse album. This is just the order I'm ranking them in. So
Yeah.
Fair disclosure there to save my tail on the internet. So what I said, 444 at 12, and then 11 for me was Kingdom Come.
Okay.
All
right. Q.
So 13, Magna Carta Holy Grail. It was stale. 12, Blueprint 3. It felt rushed. Jay was getting his money, but wasn't his best work.
All right.
And 11 was 444. Because
again.
I mean, it was hyped up. It's super grown Jay. He didn't got the money, the mansions, the cars. You already know he got the woman. So, but I just felt like it wasn't needed.
Okay.
Yeah, the album by itself, I like it, but when you want to compare it to the rest of his discography, that's
he didn't need it. For what?
Okay.
It's just trying to bring relevance. So
let's spend a little time there, guys. Before I share my bottom 3. All right, so that's twice we've heard 444 in the bottom 2, and me and Mike are like, what you think, Mike? What you over there thinking, man?
Listen, bro, I thought as a 45-year-old black man in America today, I thought 444 was our opus, right? Like I thought that was the I'm not gonna I'll say I thought that was the Bible on aging, right? It was legacy, it was wealth building, it was hey, love your wife, love your seed, like all the ingredients that some cats had never heard, via a father figure. You literally heard it in this album. Not to mention the last part. I love the what was the joint where he had Issa Rae and all of them? It was all of the young up and coming.
That was La La Land.
Man,
they did the black version of Friends. Yeah.
Yes. So in that video, you had all the up and coming, black social media / actors like that next wave. I think Lakeith was in the video.
Yep.
Issa Rae was in the video. So I don't know. Just to me, 444 was almost like a Bible of sorts, like a playbook on how to age as a black man in America.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Go ahead, Q.
I'll say this. Besides my namesake being in the video, Lakeith Stansfield, because I am Quentin Lakeith. The only positive I saw was the fact that he gave Sister Nancy her flowers on the song Bam, because Sister Nancy didn't get paid for her version of the original version of Bam, Water Bomb Bomb. Yeah. She got robbed. So Jay-Z made sure she got paid. So out of that, I give him props. And like I said, this is grown man Jay-Z, right? But I just felt like for what? I mean, I get why you put the album out, but there was no need to, because you got it.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go into my bottom 3 now. So number 13 for me was Volume 3. Just what I said, man. I was like, this album to me was all over the place. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Number 12 was Kingdom Come. That was the comeback that we did not need. It started off well, and then it's like it sucks the rest of the way. I'm just gonna be completely honest, man. Like you're talking about replay value. Like I found myself, the task was to listen to these albums, and I found myself listening to skip. So, all right, and then number 11 was Magna Carta, Holy Grail. All I'll say about this album was it was a hey guys, I'm still here. Because that's when Kendrick was starting to blow up and Drake was starting to take over the airwaves. It was one of those, hey, I'm still here. I can still rap. I'm dope. That album's boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
That joint with Justin Timberlake was, to me, was a miss. I mean, it was,
that,
you know,
the title track.
The title track,
because
yeah.
you got to remember, Timberlake was on fire. We talking 04, his initial, his debut album, on fire. This is 2013. It comes out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we talking Timberlake is white at that point. You know, there was a moment. You know, he was mixed. That brother was mixed in 2000 when Gone came out. When his sync dropped Gone, that brother was mixed.
Yeah.
2013, he's got a white wife. He's got white kids. He is white. He lives in the suburbs of Nashville. He is a white man.
When he didn't stand up for Janet, that's when I felt like he was white.
Yeah.
You guys are hilarious, boy. All right. So we've heard. So let's go ahead and rank our 13, 12, and 11. All right. So ones I've heard a lot was Kingdom Come. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can we agree that Kingdom Come is probably the worst of the albums? Or would y'all say Magna Carta Holy Grail?
I'm going with Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I thought Kingdom Come once again had almost 444 vibes in that 30 is the 30. What was it?
30 is the new 20. Yeah.
That was the thing, right? I think I'm 28, 29 at the time. I'm turning 30. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, 30 isn't old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not old. We can still, you know, do the things as we age gracefully. But it was a lot of misses. But to me, Magna Carta was just
okay. Yeah.
TH, do you have the scorecard? Because I got it written down.
I'm keeping score. Yeah, you got a scorecard. All right, 12. What we have at 12, y'all? I think Kingdom Come.
We agree Magna Carta at 13?
Yeah, we're gonna do Magna Carta at 13. Okay. Yep. All right, 12, Kingdom Come.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, let's go Kingdom Come at 12.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. All right, 11. This is the one where, because we disagreed on some, because y'all had 444 in there.
Yeah.
Mike and I both had volume 3.
All right, so
go ahead, JB.
I was gonna say we got about a minute left if we want to debate 444 versus volume 3.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you want to talk 444, you got the story of OJ, you got Bam, you got 444, just to kind of start.
I'm sticking by volume 3. 444 for me, like you said, Mike, like I was 38 on the cusp of almost turning 40. Like I felt like I could relate to that album, man. Yeah.
He was talking to me. Yeah.
He was talking to me.
I totally agree. So I mean, just look, if we're talking volume 3, I thought volume 3, because I got a whole hot take that's coming for the next couple albums, but I thought volume 3 is the end of the Jiggy era. You know what I mean? And I think Hov was still getting jiggy with it. And I think that there was a moment where Swiss and Timberland began to get repetitive, right? They were all you heard. And I thought that joint was
that's what I felt about the production on that. Like I felt like everything was, the sound sort of started blending together, especially toward the middle of that album, like with So Ghetto and the Snoopy track and those tracks. And I'm like,
Snoopy track was hard in 99.
Yeah.
You try to listen to Snoopy track in 26.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
So it misses on that aging well. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Q. All right, we're running out of time. So what we thinking?
I'm gonna let y'all have it, but I don't agree.
Okay, that's cool.
Wait. We do have, because we're tied kind of. We have a nice audience that can play as tiebreaker if we
run it.
Yeah,
run that.
Hey, let's run it. All right, run it, y'all. So we're on number 11. We're trying to decide, do we throw 444 on our bottom 3, or do we throw in 444, at number 11, or do we throw in volume 3, The Life and Times of S. Carter? What the audience thinking? I want to see some comments before we make a decision. I'm with you, at least. I see the comment says, I love So Ghetto. Yeah, I like that joint too. Now, he did address in volume 3, he did say, he did come after 50 Cent. You know, I'm about $1. What the F is 50 Cent? Yeah.
I mean,
all right, y'all. The audience is speaking. They're saying volume 3. All right. If you're just joining us, we're debating the bottom 3. So we at 13, we have Magna Carta Holy Grail. 12, we have Kingdom Come. And at number 11, we're debating 444 or Volume 3, The Life and Times of Shawn Carter. I see somebody said repeat the question. So I already see 1, 2, 3 votes for Volume 3. All right, for time's sake, we're going to put Volume 3 at number 11.
Volume 3 it is.
All right, Volume 3 it is. Sorry, fellas. All right. If you're just joining us, welcome to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down. We are ranking Jay-Z's solo discography from 13 to 1. We've already done our bottom 3. At 13, we had Magna Carta, Holy Grail, 12, Kingdom Come, and then at number 11, we have Volume 3. All right, so now we're going to move into the bottom tier. These are albums 10 through 8. All right. And we're going to kick it off with JB this time.
Another
JB,
10 minutes.
Yep, another 10 minutes. Let's do 10. All right. All right. Let me know when your timer's set.
We going. All right.
Let's go.
Me,
Number 10.
Number
10, 9, and 8.
10 for me was Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse.
Okay.
Number 9, In My Lifetime, Volume 1.
Oh.
And number 8 is American Gangster.
What? How dare you?
What is wrong?
I'm comparing A from B from C.
See,
now I will own on my piece. Brian, you mentioned it too. You kept it more logical. I did have emotional ties into my ranking, so that was a separation.
We're gonna have to debate this here now when we get everybody else.
Which is fine. That's a part of the show.
We're gonna have to debate this here because
okay. So you said American Gangster 8. All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to the debate portion. Let's everybody share theirs first.
Yeah,
okay?
for sure.
All right, Q, what you got, man?
All right.
Oh boy.
Number 10, The Blueprint 2, Gift and the Curse. Number 9, Kingdom Come. And number 8, The Dynasty, Rock La Familia.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mike.
Well, I'm sorry, Q. What'd you say? What was yours again?
Number 10 was The Blueprint 2, Gift and the Curse. Number 9 was Kingdom Come. And number 8 was The Dynasty, Rock La Familia.
All right. 10, I had Blueprint 2 as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Blueprint 2 was a double, right? That was
that's the double.
That was absolutely too much, unnecessary. And if I want to say that's not necessarily, was that the intro? No, Rock La Familia was the introduction to, was that the intro to Beans, or Beans is like volume 2?
Beans is in there, yes.
Beans came out like 2000.
But Blueprint 2 is the intro to like the Philly squad, the Philly
right?
State Property.
Yeah, State Property. Yeah. It was too much. It was too much. I remember listening to it in the dorm room. It was too much.
Beans came out when we was in school. Wait a minute now. Beans came out when we was in school.
Yeah, Beans dropped before. So Beanie Siegel's album dropped early 2000. The Truth. And then Dynasty was like November, like October, November of 2000.
You're right. All right. So I had Blueprint 2. I had Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. And then I'm following up with In My Lifetime, Volume 1.
Oh, look at me.
In My Lifetime is 8 for you?
Yeah, but in My Lifetime is volume 1. I'm sorry, it's 8.
It's 8. Okay.
Okay, we got Q took his headphones off. All right, my bottom tier. Okay, number 10. We've all agreed, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it down as our number 10 because we all agree. Blueprint 2.
Correct.
The Gift and the Curse, man. Like
too much.
It's too damn long, man.
It was the curse.
Yeah, it was too much. So if y'all remember, shortly, like I wouldn't say the album flopped, but it didn't perform as same as compared to the Blueprint 1. But after about a year or so, like he took the album and condensed it and made it Blueprint 2.1. And I'm like, okay, that's better. That was more cohesive. So he took some of the better album tracks and those singles and put those on Blueprint 2.1. All right. Number 9 for me is The Dynasty, Rock La Familia. And then number 8 for me is Blueprint 3. Yeah, Blueprint 3. And the reason why I said Blueprint 3 is it gave us an anthem It added a new phrase to the African American lexicon on to the next one. It introduced J. Cole. Death of Auto-Tune ruined T-Pain's career.
Yeah.
He's going on record and saying that, like that pretty much he was done after Death of Auto-Tune. And then, but also, of course, you couldn't escape that damn Empire State of Mind song, man.
Nope.
Good Lord.
No,
I would be
definitely.
okay if I never heard that song again for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna be completely honest about that.
And I'm sure Lil Mama would be glad not to hear that song for the rest of her life either.
Oh man, what a moment.
It's you know, the thing with some of Hove's songs, they became karaoke-esque songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as a Hove fan, I'm talking like I'm a Stan type fan. Like when folks said Nas won that battle, like that hurt me. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You know, for me, there's moments where Hove becomes accessible to all, and I hated that. And I thought New York was a classic, Annie classic. You know, he's got these classics that transcend all, but there's moments that I'm just like, man, ugh.
So we real quick.
Go ahead.
Your number 13 was Volume 3. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, number 13
for you.
For me, my number 13 was Volume 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not
just correcting my scorecard.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
All right. So all right. So at number 9, I'm just going across the list and looking at everybody's choices. So we had a vote for Volume 2. We had a vote for Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come's already off the list. But Q, real briefly, man, talk about Kingdom Come. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit.
I was gonna say I had a hell of a time putting this list together. Okay, I'll say this much.
Yeah,
I put Kingdom Come at number 9 because the production itself was all world. You got to look at who all were the producers of that album, because Jay went and got some heavy hitters. For it. Show Me What You Got was a club banger. You couldn't escape that song. Every spot you went to, show me what you got, pretty lady. Come on, but I didn't. I had to knock it down because Jay said he was going to retire after the Black album, and then here comes this one.
Yeah,
and I felt like, you know, he just put it out there to kind of hype things up, but it wasn't his best work.
Yeah. So, all right. At 9, we had a vote for Volume 1 and a vote for Volume 2. So I'm not going to even lie. Like Volume 1 is a little bit lower for me. But JB, talk to us about your selection at number 9 for Volume 1.
Yeah, with Volume 1, although in its totality, when you go back and listen to it, some of it's like, okay, I can appreciate this song, but it just didn't grab me. So like Sunshine was a nice little number, but do I run back and want to hear it for replay? Not so much. I'll go back and listen to the intro to the album and definitely enjoy that.
Oh yeah,
also for me, Where I'm From is another track that I really liked on that album. But for the most part, for the project, I listened to it. It was a good refresher to go back to, but in totality, compared to the other Jay-Z albums, I put it at 9.
All right. Mike, we had our first appearance for Volume 2, Hard Not Life, the album that basically put Jay-Z on the map and made him cross over. So why at 9, man?
So here's the thing. I to your point, I thought it was a hell of a crossover, right? I think that's when you begin to see a ton of MTV video. There was a couple different MTV videos, I think. That's
the Can I Get a
exactly. So Can I Get It is with Ja Rule. I think it was originally his song.
Yep.
Right. And Hove, Hove did what Hove does. So you began to see Hove, on a daily basis via MTV, TRL, etc. I think it made Jay a superstar. Right. At the end of the day, it made Jay a superstar, a household name. But I thought the beginning was good. The Andrags. Especially when you listen to it now. And I also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, It's All Right. Around this time, you start hearing bounce, 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 right? He says that. And to me, that is when you start to see right around that time, the emergence of the South. You're talking Juvie, Hot Boys, Juvie and them come out in 98. I think this is 97, 98 as well.
Yeah, this album came out in 98.
So you're starting to see this, right? Like Hove and Dame is like, yo, what they doing down there? Okay, all right.
Yeah, because can I get a bounce record, man?
Exactly. I mean, Hove jumps on the High remix in 98, 99.
He did. He sure did.
Because that's when they do the tour. They do the tour. what was the tour?
The Hard Knock Life tour, man. Yeah, it was like Def Jam. It was like the Def Jam. It was like a Def Jam.
Yeah, was that where the Backstage soundtrack came from?
The Backstage
Yes,
soundtrack is
Backstage.
99, 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right around that time, I thought is when Hove is looking for a sound. And once again, I said this earlier. To me, the fact that Hove is dropping albums every year allows for this tendency to take hold of the sound of the day.
Yeah.
And I thought, once again, the album was great in the beginning, but dragged at the end. And that's why I had it so low. But it was a classic. I used to play it on my on my Sony PlayStation. This is right when you could play it on your Sony. On your PlayStation. You can put a CD on your PlayStation.
Yeah, man.
And that's what I was playing. But it was hard, but it falls lower on the tier.
Yeah. All right. So we gotta talk. So now we're gonna look at let's go to number 8. So we had a vote for Dynasty. We had a vote for Volume 1. And we already kind of talked a little bit about Volume 1. And JB threw American Gangster in the bottom tier. You got to talk about it, man. You gotta
please, because I want to hear this explanation.
I got to hear it. Because I'm gonna leave my thoughts till later. But go ahead.
I was saved by the rooster crow. We ran out of time. Yeah, for me, I'll be repeating myself, but I do like Rock Boys. I do like Fallen was a nice song on there. If y'all remember how that one went. It's just where American Gangster fell for me at 8. It wasn't. I felt for me there's other ones that I would go back to more.
Okay. All right, so let's do this, okay? Since we are out of time, okay? Can we agree that we can put Volume 1 at number 9? As hard as it is, man, because we had to concede for 444, Q.
I don't like it, but I guess I'll concede. I don't like it.
I ain't tripping.
I ain't tripping. Yeah, I okay.
Yeah, I like Volume 1 at number 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Number 8. Q and I both had a vote for the Dynasty. Let's talk about that just for 2 minutes, man. To me, this ain't a Jay-Z album. This is a Rockefeller compilation record. That's why I ranked it so low. The singles on this album are phenomenal, man. Yeah. Change the Game, Give It to Me. The irony of him doing a song with R. Kelly called Guilty Until Proven Innocent.
1-900 Hustler.
Yeah, 1-900 Hustler. Good Lord. This can't be life. I mean, it's some bangers on here. But like I said, to me, this was Rockefeller Records featuring Jay-Z. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think to your point, I mean, if you look at the album title, the Dynasty Rock La Familia, right? He was going to showcase his artist of the day. Yeah. And Can't Be Life. I mean, hey, I was definitely playing that one, right? A lot.
Yeah. Love that
during that time.
Love that song.
1-900 Hustler and Streets is Talking. They were the sleeper tracks of this album. And there were 3 skips. There were some songs I was just like, I can't rock with this. Yeah. So that's why I had to rank it number 8.
If y'all notice, like Jay-Z will he just randomly throw an introspective track on an album, and sometimes it can mess up the flow.
Yes, we're gonna get to that, but
we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. But like on this one, he had Soon You'll Understand.
But I mean, Can't Be Life was kind of introspective, and it was kind of sad.
That beat. Good Lord,
This Can't Be Life gave me a view of Scarface that. Although our good brother Walt was teaching us about Scarface even before him, but hearing him on that track is like, oh, this is different. Yeah.
Now Beans is on that track too, right?
Yeah, Beans was on that track. Ooh.
And Soon You'll Understand.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a moment where, and I never believed that narrative, but there was a moment where Beans, I ain't saying neck and neck at all.
No.
But Beans is at peak Beans around the Rock La Familia time, and then subsequent albums that followed. But
Beans was about to blow. Was about to blow, but he got in trouble.
Beans couldn't let go of that street life. If you guys recall, around the time that the Rock La Familia album dropped, there was an MTV special, and I think they were doing a concert or something. And somebody this is when camera phones first came out, and they took a photo of Beans, and Beans smacked the camera phone out of dude's hand, and Hov was like, I'm trying to teach him to let that side of things go, but it's hard.
Right.
And that was his downfall, man. He could not let them streets go.
Jay even said it, give you some game so you can make it from the streets to the fame.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. All right. So at 10, we got Blueprint 2.
Yep.
Number 9, As Much as It Hurt Me, and Q Volume 1.
Okay.
And number 8, Dynasty. All right. So again, if you just joined us, welcome to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down. We are ranking Jay-Z's solo discography from 13 to 1. We are joined by our brothers Mike and JB, and we've already hit the bottom tier and the bottom 3 and the bottom tier. Now we're at the mid tier. So we're gonna rank 4 albums: 7, 6, 5, and 4. Okay.
Yeah.
This discussion, JB set the timer for 15 minutes on this one.
Thinking that too. Cool. Ready?
Yep. All right. 15 minutes. Q, I'm going to kick it off with you this time, man. 7. So this is what I want to do for this one, as opposed to us like ranking them in a row. Let's just tell us, we're going to tell what each other's 7 is, and then we'll talk about our 7s.
Okay.
Let's do
All
that.
right.
All right.
Okay. So my number 7 was Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter.
Oh, man, you had it high. Okay. Talk to us.
Because I'm just saying, if you knew me in Columbia, South Carolina during 1999,
1999.
when that came out, oh yes, this was blasting in the Central. Okay, full blast.
It was.
You know, that
JB
thing,
can confirm.
I'm saying though, the track with Mariah, oh yes.
The
Windows
things that
down.
you do.
Yeah. When I went back and listened to that, I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Mhm.
Window, I'm saying windows
Yep.
down. Ain't had no sunroof. Windows down. And I'm riding. I had them 6.5s just going. So
Yeah. All right. So JB, what's your number 7?
My 7 was or is Blueprint 3.
Okay.
Same reasons we talked about. Well, to talk about the album itself, DOA, obviously we already mentioned, Run This Town, Empire State of Mind, and Already Home is a track that jumps out.
Oh man, yes.
That one I really like. And that
I
kind of
love
helps
that
set it
song.
apart for me.
Yeah. Okay. Mike, what you got at 7?
You know, I'm throwing myself off. I don't know if I said, did I already say the Blueprint 3?
No, you haven't said Blueprint
No.
3 yet.
So I do have 7 at Blueprint 3, and
Okay.
I said that it was great, but I did think it was bloated. I thought it had a couple really good albums, but it didn't match the others.
Okay.
I think Hove had some moments where he was reaching. You know, there was moments. There's a couple albums where Hove is like, "Hey man, you might have ran out of things to say, right? Like you might have ran out of albums." And as opposed, because with artists, you've got your hits. You know what's funny is, and I'll be quiet after this, but I think when I'm listening to Drake's new album, all 43 songs of his new 3 albums, there's moments where I'm like, he sticks to a formula. And there was a moment where Hove stuck to a formula.
Yeah.
And I thought that around this time, it became very apparent that there's a formula. There's the introspective track. There's the club track. There's the hard track. So rather than just flow and just give us how you feel with the 4/4/4, there's moments. And I just thought it was bloated. And, it was good, but it was bloated. It was too much.
Okay. All right. For me, my number 7 was Volume 2, Hard Not Life. And again, this was the album that made Hove cross over. He's on MTV, he's on TRL, his videos are in constant rotation. You had the Hard Not Life single blew up because of Can I Get Her? But you also had Jigga What, Jigga Who. But like you said, Mike, there's a part down towards the end of that album where it's just like, ugh. Like Reservoir Dogs and yeah, man. I'm sorry, Q. Reservoir Dogs and what's that? It's like that Kid Capri joint. It's like, yeah, man.
Oh, Kid Capri. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Q. You go and say what you're gonna say.
But you didn't like Money Cash?
I was about to say.
I forgot about Money Cash. Yeah.
That was a Russell House staple.
Yeah.
Besides, Can I Get a? Yo, and then how could you not like Money Ain't a Thing? with
I
Jermaine.
forgot about. But you
See,
know what? I don't.
That
I
was
don't
a Russell
consider-
House. Look,
you-
anytime
but-
somebody had a party in the Russell House circle around that time,
Yeah.
I promise you, every single organization had that song played in their rotation.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know, I don't. You know what? I don't consider that a Jay-Z song.
I put on
I mean-
1472 or 1490, whatever JD's
that's
album
it,
was.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking it
JD
over there.
album.
It's
Yeah,
split
that's
because it
his-
was
that's
on
JD's
both albums.
Mhm.
But
Ferrari swinging them. Yeah.
okay,
Fair
so
enough.
fair
I'm
enough.
with you on that. I don't consider that a whole song.
That's not a
I
whole
consider
song.
that a
Fair
feature.
enough.
You know why they put it on the album though, right? Because it was a summer anthem. Like
It was
just made
because it dropped
sense.
that summer.
It had to go
Yeah.
somewhere.
It dropped that
Bars.
summer. But I want to jump back real quick to my pick for 7, Volume 3. How could y'all not like Big Pimpin'?
I love Big Pimpin'.
I love
saying-
Big Pimpin' was a moment.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he also had Girl's Best Friend, which was off of the it was off the soundtrack.
The Blue Street.
Blue Street. Yep.
Dude, that beat was knocking.
Man,
I mean, look, it had.
Can I say something
every
about
brother
Swiss
trying to
Beats?
buy ice. We was
Yeah,
all
can I
trying
say
to buy
something?
platinum.
Yeah, can I say something about Swiss Beats production, man?
What?
It has not aged well. Look at Mike.
Come on, with zone. You know what I
Running fingers across the keyboard. That's his.
Bruh.
mean?
Hey, Swiss Beats production, that is a whole nother conversation because to your point, I thought him and Tim, they had an era,
Yeah.
and their era is one in which they saturated the market.
Oh my.
I mean, there was a
They
point in
did.
time because y'all remember it was Tim, it was Swiss, and it was the Neptunes all getting 100,000 a beat.
Yep.
And everybody and their mama had one of the 3 beats. So that is all you heard.
Mhm.
And there was a point where Swiss, where you recognize it was so, they were talking about it on Joe Budden's podcast. It was, the musicality lacked.
Yeah.
It was so basic.
Yeah.
It was Casio. Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop,
Casio
boop,
keyboard. Yep.
boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop,
Slide your
boop.
fingers
listen
across
to
the
this.
keyboard.
Boop, boop, boop. Hey,
I
but
can't
you
disagree.
know, hey, Swiss is dope.
Yeah, Swiss dope. Yeah,
Swiss
he's
is
dope.
dope. But
I
there
get-
was a moment.
Yeah, it was a moment
Nope.
where everything kind of started to sound the same, man. All right, let's go to number 6, y'all. Q.
We're gonna finish them all before we agree on one.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
everybody already shared their 7.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay, so my number 6 was American Gangster. I don't care what nobody says. This was the ultimate soundtrack. It was sequentially timed perfectly, song wise. I
Mhm.
mean, you could insert it in this scene, that scene. It connected. I almost felt like as if Jay-Z was trying to channel Frank Lucas
Mhm.
Absolutely.
on this track. And then I've managed to find the remix of the album. I remember sending it to you a long time ago.
You did. Yep.
Where they basically played all the soul tracks. They put
Yep.
all,
Yep.
the soul beats on it
Yeah.
with Jay-Z's rhymes. Come on, man. That really should have been the album itself, in my
Mm.
opinion. But
Yeah. Yeah. It was the unofficial but official soundtrack to the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. JB 6.
Yep, my number 6 was Volume 3. We've already
Okay.
mentioned some of the songs already. I have Is That Your Chick on there also. I don't know if we talked about that one.
Yeah. It's on the extended
Mhm.
version. Yeah.
Mhm. So
All right. Mike 6.
My number 6 is the Dynasty Rock La Familia. It
Okay.
was like I said, my freshman year joint. Like that was all we was playing before we were drinking some type of peach schnapps. You know what I mean? Headed to the club, peach schnapps and Goldschlager.
Ew, no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Hey, that's all we can handle. That's all you can handle that freshman year. I'm coming from Irmo, South Carolina, man. I can't handle that. Put that peach schnapps on some ice, man. Let's go.
I didn't say
Gold
Goldschlager.
Slugger.
He said
Yo.
Goldschlager. Wow.
Man.
Goldschlager, baby.
Ugh.
Yeah, make you throw up now though.
But it was a very, I thought it was damn near dark, right? Like it was a dark, introspective album. I want to say the intro starts out with that kind of like that rain.
Yeah.
You know, it was good. I thought I loved
yeah,
it. but
solid.
It just reminds me of freshman year in college,
Mhm.
in an undesirable dorm. I
I
was with it though. One of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah. All right. My number 6 was In My Lifetime Volume 1. We've already ranked it at 9, but to me, I ranked it in the mid tier because I felt like this is probably one of Hove's most underrated albums. I think they were really aiming for airplay and video play at this time because Reasonable Doubt. You guys remember Reasonable Doubt was like an underground album, man. Like it had that one hit, but for the most part, like the heads knew about it, but the mainstream ain't know about Reasonable Doubt like that. You also got to remember 97, 98. This album dropped in November 98. Who was running the airwaves in hip hop?
DMX.
Bad Boy. 97.
Who?
Yeah.
You talking about 97. Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Bad. Okay. I see.
Bad Boy, y'all, because that Sunshine video, that wasn't nothing but Puff.
Man.
Puff and Mace, man.
I got a hot take on some of that too, man. But yeah.
Oh, you know, yeah.
The album cuts on this joint are great though. We got Imaginary Player, Streets is Watching, You Must Love Me. I love that joint, man.
I thought wait, so that wasn't that the joint where he makes damn near a movie? Which
Streets is Watching.
Peeled off in the Streets is Watching.
Yeah, Streets is Watching.
Matter of fact, somebody asked about that.
A gun in your face, and that's all you can come up with?
Yeah.
Streets is Watching was a movie.
I've never seen that movie though.
It's on YouTube. It's about 15-20 minutes.
It's good.
It's what, three songs?
It's
four songs.
Yeah, it's like it basically includes songs. Like it's basically songs from the album, but he turned it into a movie. Yeah.
See, y'all wasn't on campus in 90s. Well, JB was, but you, Brown and TH, y'all weren't on campus in 97 when In My Lifetime Volume 1 dropped.
Yeah.
Because I remember people riding up and down Green Street was blasting the intro.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you not like a million?
Yeah. DJ Premier.
A million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you was on campus at that time, and you would have
like
heard that.
But with some of the singles, I mean, you could tell they were aiming for airplay. You got Sunshine. You had the joint with Blackstreet, who was one of the hotter R&B groups at the time.
You Belong to the City. No.
You Belong. Yes,
the City was.
City is Mine. Yeah.
But Who You With was dope too. I mean, come on.
Oh
he had the golden Cadillac from the back.
Hey, but to your point, Q, and not to derail, once again, Harris and I is Volume 2. Like that's what we coming into college playing. Yeah,
Volume 2. Volume 2 was my freshman year, man.
Nigga, who? All of them. Like I remember because I think I'm a year younger than you, Harris. I'm coming in on Down Bottom, right? That's when Rough Riders Anthem is coming out. So that's 99. We going to Myrtle Beach, not Bike Week, Senior Week. Going crazy. I mean, that's all we was playing is Hove and Rough Rider the whole way through. Once again, drinking peach schnapps, and because everybody had to connect on the schnapps and the gold slot.
Yeah,
y'all was fancy because we was drinking Wild Irish Rose.
Gut rot. Gut rot. Hey, that's why we drink kombucha now.
For real. Yeah, guts messed up from our horrible choices in libations. And
shameful.
Years in early 20s.
Hey, Dad, are you drinking kombucha? Yeah. Yep.
Shut up, kid.
You asked me questions.
All right. Number 5. Q, number 5.
Number 5, I'm going with Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. Because if you know, in the year 1998, at a certain point, I might have been going through a hard knock life. And so... And so when this dropped, I had already, came out of that, and we was, start my junior year. Yeah. Hard Knock Life drops on it. That's all you heard.
Yeah.
All you heard. Yeah, Money Cash Hoes ruled all the clubs. In fact, I know a particular club promoter who sent us a video trying to get us to have a party at his club, and that was in the background.
Yeah.
Y'all can pretty much guess who it was.
Yep, I already know.
Yeah. Already know.
He's named after a bear.
I mean, I'm just saying,
fires.
And I like Reservoir Dogs. Y'all didn't like Reservoir Dogs? I like that song. I thought it was a sleeper.
That's all right.
I liked it. I thought it was a sleeper. So that's my number 5.
JB 5.
Yep, mine was Dynasty. So we've already talked about it.
Yep. All right, Mike, what you got at 5?
444.
Boom. We both got 444 at 5.
It's not quite. It's not quite my top 3, but it is enough for me to remember. And you know, quiet as it's kept, I don't listen to it. The replay value was good for about 2 years. I think 40 ages 40 to 41, 42, cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, I got it. I got it. Say less. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Hov.
Yeah.
You know how we ranked it. We kind of see it from two different sides. So both of you ranked it as 5.
We ranked it as 5.
You had it at 11. I had it at 12. So we're looking at it from two different sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But kind of aligned as to why.
Yeah, we've already talked a lot about this, man. This album right here: life, love, relationships, marriage, business, legacy, family, black men's perception by Black America. I'm not black. I'm OJ.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, some folks finding that shit out real fast right now.
Oh, yes, they are. And they some more gonna find out too.
Yep. But yeah, it was, to me, this was like grown man hip hop.
Yes.
Yeah.
It paves the way for Nas and his 3 albums with
Master
with Hit Boy.
Hit Boy.
Hit Boy.
I think it showed
yeah.
Nas like, hey dog, we can be old doing this. And I wish Andre would have picked up on that. Like, hey dog, you could be old doing this, dog.
Yeah,
you can talk about hypertension.
Yeah.
Look, I done told y'all 3,000 said y'all was doing all that turn up for 20 years. You need to sit down somewhere. I'm gonna give y'all some Japanese tea house nail salon music. So y'all calm down.
I don't mind turning down. Listen, I'm all about canceling plans and sitting on my butt watching TV on a Friday night, man. But I don't want to listen to no damn kazoo.
No. Hey, that brother's trying to bring that bottom number down, man. That's all that is. He's trying to bring that bottom number down.
Yeah. That's low. That's high blood pressure music, man.
That's it. High blood pressure music. There we go.
Yeah,
that's a new category. High blood pressure.
We'll call it high blood pressure
down,
music.
Baby.
I gotta bring my bottom number down, man.
Bring that down. Hey, go ahead. Bring my monitor in. Bring that monitor in.
Oh
right.
man,
that's our time on the tier.
And some of us have high blood pressure. That's not funny.
All right, let's bring it back in the road. All right, real quick, let's do our 4s because we out of time.
All right.
Yep. Titch, update the tier at the bottom.
Yep. All right, hold on. Yep, my bad. Yep, we were
No worries. I'll put 5 more minutes on the clock.
4. Yep, go ahead. 5 more minutes, JB.
Gotcha. All right.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Go ahead, Q. What was your number? What was your number 4?
My number 4 was In My Lifetime, Volume 1. I don't care what y'all say. Top tier. Who You With gets airplay. City Is Mine had me thinking I own Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina campus, even though I ain't on the Pebble. That was my joint.
All right, JB.
Q had mentioned this topic earlier, how he was going through a rough time during the year of 1998. I don't even remember what happened in the fall of 1998. Totally oblivious. But I had Volume 2 Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
Volume 2 Hard Knock Life was the album on heavy rotation in my life at that moment in time.
All right. You said Hard Knock Life. You said Volume 2, right, JB?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Mike, what'd you have at 4?
4, I had American Gangster.
Okay.
American Gangster was an absolutely phenomenal record. Nothing but replay value.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It is reflective of where I was at during that time period.
Yeah.
Working on a couple campaigns and all that kind of stuff. But I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. And to Q's point, which is an amazing point, the connection between the album and the American Gang. It was American Gangster.
The movie.
The movie. Yep.
And the fact that he wasn't connected to the movie, but it flowed so effortlessly.
It did, man.
Movie,
yeah,
was amazing to me, and I love it, and I still listen to that today. My wife and I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a great album.
One of the songs I liked on there was "I Know."
Yeah. Oh man, speaking from the perspective of the drug.
Yeah.
Which
50 copied. I think 50 does a song similar.
He does
later on down the road. He does.
We've already kind of 50. Boy, one thing 50 Cent could do is bite off somebody. Okay, next topic. All right. All right. So this one's all over the place, y'all. So
wait, you didn't give your 4 yet?
Yeah, we did 4. We did 4.
No,
you. 4. Oh, I haven't done my 4.
Yeah,
I'm getting ahead of myself. 4 was a Black album for me.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I went back and forth between that one being mid tier and that one being top 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but man, if this would have been Jay-Z's Swan song, perfect send off.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
If it would have been a Swan song, it would have been perfect send off. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, introspective throughout the entirety of the album. Had his mom on there. The December 4th joint. What
Yeah.
more can I say? He was talking that
Lucifer.
talk, Lucifer, Allure, 99 Problems. Like this album is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Encore. Yeah. Just yeah,
That list
it's,
almost got 2 more left.
yeah, I know. Yeah. So yeah, this song, what is it? Only 10 songs on there? It's
Mhm.
a short album. Yeah,
Oh.
it's not very long.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, that was my number 4. So y'all, now we got to do the task of deciding what 7, 6, 5, and 4 based on our votes. Okay. So for number 7, we had 2 votes for Blueprint 3. So if that's okay with everybody, I'm gonna put Blueprint 3 at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all good with that?
Good with that.
Yeah.
Right.
I am.
All right. At 6 was all over the place, man. Volume 3 is already off the list. In My Lifetime is already off the list. Dynasty, we ranked at 8, and then American Gangster makes its first appearance. Okay. So y'all want to come back to 6?
Yeah, we'll come back to 6.
Okay. At number 5, we had 2 votes for 444. The Dynasty album, which is already off the list, and then Volume 2, which we haven't ranked. All right, and then at the end we have Volume 1, which is off the list at number 4. So we got a vote for Volume 2, and then an American Gangster, and then a Black Album. All right, what are you guys thinking what do y'all think for 6?
I guess you got to do 444.
Okay, what y'all think? I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping because I recognize that 444 wasn't everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah, it ain't for everybody.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
And it didn't. And once again, I think it hits folks based on where you are. You know what I mean? Like where you are in life, what you're looking at, it hits you a little different.
Yeah. All right. 5. We still haven't ranked Volume 2 yet. Yeah, we still haven't ranked Volume 2 yet. And also we have 2 votes for American Gangster and a vote for the Black Album. So where do y'all are we good with putting Volume 2 at number 5?
Yeah, I'm
good
fine
with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with Volume 2 and 5.
All right. And then 4, y'all good with putting American Gangster there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we have to.
I'm about to say, so Cats is okay with saying American Gangster is a top 5 whole album.
Yeah. I really think
Yeah. What I have, I got 4, 6, 8, and TH. I don't know yours, but yeah, to put some averages out here just outside top.
It averages out. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Good. I thought there was gonna be more fight on that one because I thought it was one of his best pieces. Period.
I ain't gonna even lie. It was in my top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Fair.
top 3 for me. Yeah.
Fair.
All right. So y'all, we're gonna go ahead and move now to our top 3, and this is where we're probably gonna spend the bulk of the conversation right here. So JB set a timer for 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the 58-minute mark. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are discussing Jay-Z's solo discography, and we are ranking his albums from worst to best. We're now in our top 3. Okay. All right, top 3. All right. Mike, I'm gonna let you go first, man. All right.
And pull up my list.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? Y'all want to go album by album, or y'all want to go 3, 2, 1?
Let's go album by album if we got
I like that.
Let's do it. All right, Mike. Give me your number 3.
So number 3, The Blueprint, 2001.
We can discuss this one. Yep.
Okay. Look. So for me, as I said earlier, Hov is dropping albums every year. So every album is reflective of where I'm at that year. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, Hov drops this on September 11, 2001.
He did.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, Towers just dropped.
Yep.
sophomore year biology class, the first thing I wake up thinking is Hove is dropping an album.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing I'm thinking and seeing real time is the towers, the utter catastrophe of the towers dropping, New York and America under attack, September 11th, 2001. And he drops an absolute amazing album.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing from start to finish. And once again, you're talking about an album that is reflective of my era, played all throughout the fraternity hall, from parties to studying to just moments. I thought the album was good, like I said, from start to finish. Hove got me out here smoking cigars and being, introspective. And my last point is I think this is probably the first Jay-Z album after Reasonable Doubt in which he solidifies his own identity. Because I do think the volume 1, 2, 3, I'm searching, right? Like Big Dies in 96, 90, Pop Dies 96, Big Dies in 97.
97, yeah.
So there is a shiny suit era,
yeah,
right, that comes in. There is the South, the South is emerging era, but I think Blueprint is no. Hovey's home. I'm defining who I am as an artist, and I think this is his opportunity to define himself. So you can almost do Reasonable Doubt, skip everything, and go to Blueprint and say, okay, this is who Jay-Z is. So this is why I put it in my top 3.
All right, excellent commentary there, Mike. JB, number 3.
Sure thing. For me, number 3 is the Black Album. We kind of touched on it already. If that was the very last album he put out, kudos, been amazing. Even though we've enjoyed the ones after that, but yeah, if we stopped the Black Album, that's my 3.
Yeah. All right. Q, you like you brewing, man. You like you got something on your mind over there.
So my number 3, ironically, is also the Black Album. And I chose this because when it dropped, I think it dropped in was that 02 or 03? I think it was 03. I was in that change clothes era. Like I had just moved from South Carolina to the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Even though I was working a terrible ass job at the time, I still got here, but I was changing clothes because I was changing from how I used to be in South Carolina to having to adapt to a brand new area or environment. Also, to me, it was just solid all the way through. Wasn't no skips. A lot of people, there's a debate whether Eminem cooked him on his own album with the Renegade track. That's debatable, right?
Yeah.
But, the album was solid through and through. And, yeah, I still play it to this day from time to time.
Yeah. You said Black Album, right?
Yeah, the Black Album.
Okay. All right. My number 3, me and Mike agree again, man. It's like we work together on our consistency, but Blueprint, man, like this album has it all. So if y'all remember, the first single off the album was Izzo. I was expecting more of that, but that wasn't what this was, man. That was not what this album was. This is some of Kanye and Just Blaze's best work. This hungry Kanye, like I'm trying to get my music out there, Kanye. But this album punches you in the face the moment you turn it on. The ruler's back, and he addresses some old beefs, and then you got the Takeover, and he put it out there, man. He put it out there. Yeah, that's when we first learned he had beef with Nas. That's Nas. Nas don't want it with Hove.
He don't want
Yeah.
He got Prodigy and them boys on the Summer Jam screen.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Prodigy's book. Not to change the subject. Prodigy had an amazing book that talked about that. But go ahead.
Yeah, my favorite Jay-Z song is on here. Heart of the City. You got You Don't Know. Good gracious. Yeah, phenomenal. Song Cry. Mama Loves Me, Renegade. Yeah, there's some joints on this one. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's my number 3. Number 2. Now we getting into the nitty gritty now, y'all.
You're
all right, Mike. What's your number 2?
Hold on, let me go back. You know, like I said, I did my homework on this one.
Yeah.
And I ain't did no homework. So I actually got a tie, right?
Okay.
Like I'm doing a tie for number one spot.
Okay, so like a 1A, 1B.
Yep. I'm I'm going Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not, like I said, not necessarily calling it a 2.
Okay.
But I'm doing a 1A, 1B.
Okay.
And I thought Reasonable Doubt, once again, was, you know, as a whole stand, you know, I'm part of that group. I thought the album, as he said so eloquently on the Breakfast Club, I don't know, I mean, 2013, 14 interview with Charlamagne, this is the album it took a lifetime to make. Absolutely amazing from start to finish.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. I think Hove leaves the fast talking jazzo era, and he really finds himself in as a man growing up in that early 90s, mid 90s rather, space. But it is arguably one of my favorites. But like I said, 1A, 1B.
Okay.
So
all right. JB.
Yep, my number 2, Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, with Reasonable Doubt, how I received it when I first got it on cassette and played it in my car in high school, you just start, to your point, start to finish, you just let it play. So that cassette pop, bought the CD, that CD scratch, went back and bought it because it was a re-release.
It was a re-release, yeah.
Went back, got that with the extra songs on it. But I can still, you know, play Reasonable Doubt today and enjoy it start to finish as if it just came out. So
cute.
Well, it seemed to be a theme because my number 2 is also Reasonable Doubt.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, young Q was at home allegedly doing homework and trying to multitask, watching Rap City. All he heard was don't. And I said, "What's this?" And so I started watching the video. I said, "Okay." I was like, Jay-Z, I ain't never heard of him before, but all right, it's kind of dope. And then I went to the mall a couple weeks later. I got the maxi single, Dead Presidents with Ain't No on the flip side. So Dead Presidents was knocking. Then when I got to USC, I walked to Papa Jazz and got Reasonable Doubt on CD. Played it, no skips. I mean, it don't get no better than Can't Knock the Hustle.
No.
The Evils. You know what I'm saying? Can I Live? Man, that's still my theme song.
Can I Live? I love that. Brooklyn's Finest.
Brooklyn's Finest. Yo, that was fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he was able to make that track. But what a lot of people may not realize is that this was not Jay-Z's first solo album. I don't think.
Wasn't. Nope.
Because he was actually signed to Payday Records. Same record label, Showbiz and AG. Same record label was J. Rue the Damager. So I don't know if he had a bunch of singles or if he actually did drop an album in between the Jazzo period and this. But yeah, he was actually signed to another label. But he was still like New York known.
Yeah.
You know, but this is the one that introduced him to the world.
Because he did drop, there was a single that was called In My Lifetime, and he wasn't on the cover. It was a champagne bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was like a slow version. And then it was a song, it was like a slower song, but then he also had a song like called I Can't Get With That. Y'all remember that?
No.
Up tempo. Yeah,
that's like I gotta hear it.
And there was a video. He actually shot a video for one of those songs because he was riding around a Pathfinder with the Reggie Miller Indiana jersey, which I found kind of weird.
Yeah,
you know,
project.
And so so this wasn't Jay-Z's first album, but it was his first solid debut to the world. Now it was kind of bad that he didn't sell out the store because it only went gold, right? It should have went platinum, double, triple, like he said in one of his songs, because it was just that great, but nobody knew who it was. And then he didn't have the backing of a bigger label.
No, so they were with Priority then?
That's when they were distributed by Priority,
Yeah.
Well, but Reasonable Doubt doesn't become a classic until
years later.
What was it? Volume 2.
Volume 2.
That was about 2.
Is when you begin to go back to this via the discography.
Yeah.
And listen, but what I will say is that to me, Reasonable Doubt is reflective of what was it? It Was Written.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City. You're talking
Mhm.
about all of those albums, Ready to Die, all of those type
Yes.
of albums that artists poured their souls out, right? Like, because every artist doesn't pour their soul out, right? But to me, Reasonable Doubt is when you can identify, hey, this brother waited his whole life to make this one album.
Yep. Yep.
Everybody doesn't have that album. And to me, once again, going back to some other podcasts, they were talking about what defines a classic album. And to me, if you didn't pour your soul out, if this wasn't an album you waited your whole life to make, I don't know how you can consider that. You consider it a classic, but it ain't a classic.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't but so many classics.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, folks throw that classic thing out there all the time. Oh, this is a classic. This is a classic. No, it's not.
No.
It's gotta stand the test of time, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just because it's hot right now, don't mean it's gonna be hot 20 years from now.
All facts.
That's right.
Yeah.
All facts.
You know, my number 2 was actually American Gangster. I had American Gangster ranked at 2. Yeah. So for me, 2, 3, 4, that's the part where I got stuck. Like I was like, when I was compiling my list, I was writing everything. Once I got to like 2, 3, 4, I was like, okay, I'm stuck now. I really had to put some thought behind it. But I mean, we've already talked about everything that needs to be said about American Gangster. So we're gonna go to number 1 now, y'all. All right. Number 1. What's your number 1, Mike? Because I know you had 1A, 1B.
I'm going Black Album.
Okay.
I'm going, and look, I'm a big Nip fan. Matter of fact, like, don't even get me started on Nip. I thought this was his victory lap. I thought this was Ho's victory lap. I know, for me, it was a game changer. Once again, Hov is my era, right? At my age, you grew up watching this brother, and the Black Album was it. That was my opportunity to really watch him and grow with him, right? It's one thing. It's like having an older brother, right? Like I didn't have an older brother, but there's a moment where you finally understand your older brother, because ain't a whole bunch of difference between being 18 and 21. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? And I thought watching Hov on the Black Album was like watching your big brother matriculate and grow up. And you're like, hey, we around the same age. Like I understand I finally understand what it is you're saying. And that's what I thought the Black Album was. Like, hey, I get it. I thought it was his victory lap. I thought it was his moment. And I hate that. I understand why he came back. He had to. Right, the world wasn't done. He still had more to say, but I thought the Black Album was his victory lap. It was absolutely amazing.
It's funny you talk about the Black Album. When I think about this album, like all of us were at different transitional points in our lives when this joint dropped. Like Q said, he had just moved to DC. Mike, you and I, we were about to graduate. Like I had graduated. I was in graduate school and about to graduate and like really go into the real world. Like when this dropped, like it's like he transitioned with us, man.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, JB, what'd you have at number 1, man?
Number 1 for me was The Blueprint.
Okay.
Just to share that story, it's kind of equal to you, Mike, as far as you remember where you were and what you were doing that day with everything that happened on that particular day. So for the album portion of that day, I remember leaving Carolina First Bank on Farrell Road in Columbia, South Carolina, to drive to Dutch Square Mall to buy a CD.
Talk that talk.
So on a very overcast day, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
To be able to start listening to the CD on the way back to going back to work at the bank. But having that album is just for me so impactful. We talked about a few songs. I don't think we mentioned Renegade.
No.
So, but yeah, that just looking at the track list and going back and listening to the album in itself. You don't go back to the time period, you go back to the appreciation of the music that you're hearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what makes that album number 1 for me.
Well, y'all boys dropping some gems, boy, with these quotables. I love it, man. Q, what'd you have at number 1, man?
We've been together on the block since free lunch. We should have been together having 4 seasons brunch. You already know Blueprint is my number 1 album. Picture at Greenville, South Carolina, circa September 11, 2001. Young Q only had two things on his mind. One, he was going to Best Buy to get the Blueprint album on his lunch break. Because two, he wanted to get the hell away from his terrible ass job at the time. I ain't got to tell you where I was.
I already know.
But you already know where I was.
That's right.
I was working at this particular location, not in Malden, but in another part, right?
Yep.
So no, I was actually in Malden. I was working in Malden. But by the time I got back to the office, the news break had already came on 107.3 JMAZ that Tower fell.
Just went down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We ran back. We tried to get a radio going because we had no TV in the office. And by the time we did that, the second tower fell. This album is what got us through, or got me through, that difficult time.
Mm.
On top of everything else that was going on, yes, this was my album. Song Cry hit hard at the time. Girls, Girls, Girls was the joint. And the Girls, Girls, Girls remix will always go down in my mind as a classic. But it was no skips. I think I wore this album out, as a matter of fact.
No skips on this joint.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Black Hornet too, because we used to blast it all over town. And that's all I got to say.
Okay. My number one was Reasonable Doubt. I ain't gonna even lie, I was late to the Jay-Z bandwagon. Like, he caught me at volume 2.
Okay.
But I had a homeboy lived across the hall from me freshman year, Florida State University, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was from Thomasville, Georgia. Huge Jay-Z fan, man. He was like, yo, you listen, you ain't really listening to Jay-Z. So he sat me down. We was all chilling, playing video games. He put on that Reasonable Doubt, and I was hooked. Like, he was the type of dude that would like stop a song and be like, yo, you heard that? Rewind it back, listen again. Like, yeah. So he put me on, but like, yeah, this album right here, Hustler's Playbook. That's what I put in my notes. It's a Hustler's Playbook, man.
Facts. It is.
Yeah. But you can also hear that hunger.
Mm-hmm.
The flow is undeniable. But what separated this album from me from your typical New York albums that were coming out at that time, it didn't have that boom bap production to it. Yeah. I think DJ Clark Kent did the bulk of the production on this.
Yep.
Yeah, it was, and the production ain't flashy. It ain't Bad Boy either. It ain't heavily sampled. I mean, the samples are on there. Like, you got the Fool's Paradise joint with Mary. You got of course, him sampling Nas' voice. He made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
I feel like he sampled Isaac Hayes too.
Yeah, he sampled Isaac Hayes. Yep.
Yes, that was Can I Live. Yeah, you're right. Clark Kent, DJ Premier.
Yep. 22 twos.
Wait, but let's go back. If you got Premier anywhere around, isn't that New York boom bap? Does it Premier equals boom bap? But to your point though,
Premier sound was starting to change a little bit then though.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean Primo. But see, here's the thing: the album was sort of sample heavy, but Primo was like he digs in the crates. Okay.
Dude,
he
Primo
digs deep in the crates.
Man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For his sound. So it was sample heavy, but it was stuff that you're not gonna easily find.
Nah. He wasn't sampling Cool in the Game. Like
no.
No, yeah.
Like he'll find some obscure jazz, soul record. You know what I'm saying?
And it might be the first 10 seconds of the intro of a song, and he'll take that and flip that.
Yes. And one more, not a hot take, but just saying, I think when it comes to Primo and Ninth Wonder have the same kind of ability, you know what I mean, to dig super deep into tracks that like you never even heard of.
Yes.
Like, one more time, and my favorite song of all times is that J.L. Barrett sample that Kanye did.
Yeah.
Touches my spirit.
Yeah,
you know how deep you gotta be to find a J.L. Barrett sample?
You mean T.L. Barrett?
T.L. Barrett, yeah.
T.L. Barrett. I'm sorry. T.L. Barrett, which is reflective of once again what Premier and some of those others who because that is a talent in and of itself too.
For real.
Finding themselves.
But
that T.L. Barrett is crazy.
But you can't leave Pete Rock out the conversation either.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you cannot. Pete Rock is soul brother. Come on now.
Soul brother number one.
He's not soul brother number one, but he's the soul brother. Okay.
Brother couldn't make another hit though.
Oh. Oh,
What's
look,
the album?
look, did Mike's camera zoom in when he said that?
You know what? We're gonna have us a good time. We have
It's like,
hot
like
because you gotta have CP
Jamiroquai,
Rock
yo.
in the combo.
Yeah. All right. So listen, man, we pretty much got we got to break some votes. We got to break some ties here. All right.
Yeah.
So we had 3. All right. So we had 2 votes for the Blueprint and 2 for the Black Album at 3. All right. Audience, those that are still tuned in, should we put Blueprint 1 at 3 or Black Album? I'm leaning towards putting Black Album at 3.
Same.
Yeah.
Black Album for me.
Okay.
No
All
fight.
right.
No fight.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna fight it. I ain't gonna fight it, man. Even the cover of the Blueprint is iconic, man. It kind of gives you a preview of what's to come, man.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's right. That's right. Q, do it. Go ahead and do it, Q.
Yeah, with the
Smoke that stick. Pause.
Jay-Z with the cigar and sitting on the desk with the suit on, got the guys.
He was drinking Armadale.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Which I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen a bottle of Armadale
Ever.
but that's what he was sipping on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got bought out, didn't they?
I think so, but I've never seen a bottle of it. It was probably there. I just never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So number two, we had not across the board. We had Reasonable Doubt appeared like 2 times.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. All right. So we got to decide, y'all. 2, are we going with Reasonable Doubt or are we going with Blueprint? Who can make a compelling argument to decide what goes 1 versus 2?
I'm thinking about Blueprint for number 1. I don't care what y'all say.
Good Blueprint for me. And when you really break it down, for Mike, it's 1B, so it's his second one. So that's
okay.
Kind of 3 votes for
Right,
number
okay.
2 for Reasonable Doubt.
I'm with you on that. I got a whole LeBron argument to make later on in closing. But I will give you I would be perfectly fine with a Blueprint as number 2.
Okay.
As the son can never come before the father.
Yeah. We put Black Album at 3, right?
Yeah.
Black was 3.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I think we didn't agree on 2 because Mike just said Blueprint versus Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, my preference. I think Reasonable Doubt. Just when I look at the criteria that we talk about, right? Lyrics, production, cultural impact, consistency, replay value. It hits every single one of those. But damn, now that I'm looking at it, Blueprint do too.
Yeah.
Like, cause when y'all talked about Blueprint, like y'all talked about it defining a moment. Both of y'all gave vivid memories of what y'all were doing the day that album dropped.
Mm-hmm.
That means something, man. You know what? I'm cool with putting Blueprint at 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it too.
I'm good with that, y'all. Like the hip hop heads may not agree with us, but they don't care. They can start their own podcast. They can talk and do the same thing, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, this wasn't easy at all. I don't know about y'all, but like I said, once I got into like that mid-tier top 3, that's when this list got difficult.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's when this list got difficult.
I had a hell of a time trying to put this one together. Even just doing my research and my write-ups, I just was like, damn, this is getting harder and harder and harder.
Yeah. Like normally I write down my notes in a notebook. For this, I did a spreadsheet, dog. Like I went on Google Sheets and made a spreadsheet and like typed in notes and everything, man. Every time I would listen to the album, I go to my computer and be like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah,
same thing.
I had to type mine out, man. I couldn't just write it down this time. I was like,
no,
this was hard, but we did it though. We did it, man.
Thing.
We did.
I had a couple moments where I did, the knock on Hov was always, taking Big's lyrics, that kind of thing.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Yep.
And it wasn't, I ain't gonna lie, dog. There was a moment where I was like, I'm not saying he took Big lyrics, not at all.
No.
But there was a moment in which Hove was trying to figure out who Hove was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I think volume 1 and 2, maybe 3, you trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it became very apparent in that after Big dies, Big has a formula. And Jay and Dame said, "Hey man, hey, Buddy is gone. Want some get, you know what I mean? So y'all got, hey, let's go ahead and take that formula, and that's where you get the Sunshines and you know, a Babyface infused Sunshine and some of the others that just it is the antithesis of what we just fell in love with Reasonable Doubt. I just fell in love with this, and now you giving me the exact opposite. That's what nobody wants to talk about. 96 Reasonable Doubt drops. It is the exact opposite of the Get Jiggy era of Big and Bad Boy.
No, it was.
It's the exact opposite. This is new. Remember, we from South Carolina.
Yeah.
That means our cultural identity is attached to New York. Everybody granny, everybody such and such. They brothers and their sisters moved to New York. So we have a connection to the Brooklyn, Bronx, Harlem, etc.
Yeah.
So when we hear that album, it's like, oh, this is And when you hear volume 1, 2, and 3, it's just like, man, what happened? This is not what you were saying in '96.
It was a perfect storm. I mean, it was just a perfect imperfect storm of events. When you had Tupac getting murdered, then you had Big getting murdered, and it was like, okay, Jay was already out there, but he wasn't really out there because I felt like he was overshadowed.
Yes.
So when he dropped volume 1, you know, everybody was still listening to Big and Pop. But by the time we were still, listening to it heavy. Not saying that we never stopped, but when he dropped volume 2, it was like, okay, well, there's no more Big, there's no more Pac.
Boom.
You know, you had DMX there for sure, but now Jay's like, shit, I can step into the spotlight and create my own lane, and he had a powerhouse backing him.
Yeah.
So the same powerhouse that should have backed DMX, but we won't talk about that.
Man, you got X 98.
Yeah, 98 by itself was.
What is that? It's dark as hell. It's dark and hell is hot.
Yeah, dark and hell is hot.
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
Blood of my blood. 2 #1 albums in the same year, and Belly.
Right.
And he was killing it with the features. Listen,
right?
And go look. Belly's a terrible movie, by the way. The visuals are amazing. Look at Mike.
We don't want to talk about this though. It's the equivalent of talking about what's the movie with Lorenz Tate and Sanaa Lathan?
Love Jones.
Basketball. You talking about Love
Jones?
No, the other one.
Oh, Love Jones.
Love Jones.
Yo, yeah. Him and Nia Long.
Nia Long. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's moments where, hey, same thing. We're like, it's a moment we love it.
Yeah.
But 20 years later, we like, hey, this is stupid. This is stupid. What are we talking? Like, come on, brother.
I think the biggest thing I got out of this with the rankings was like going back and listening to this music and starting with the first album to the last album and seeing his maturation and then thinking about your own journey, man. Because all of us were in our teens when Reasonable Doubt dropped.
Yes.
Yeah. And then listening to it at 16 versus listening to it at 46 almost is a heck of a lot different.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
totally different.
But all of us, I think one thing I like that you guys conveyed tonight was the fact that the music transported you to a time in your life, and that's what I love about music, man. That's what I love about music. So we're gonna go ahead and share our final rankings. All right, 13 through 11, we had Magna Carta, Holy Grail, Kingdom Come in volume 3. Mike said Kingdom Come sucks. Magna Carta Holy Grail is so bad, dude.
that was the toughest of listenings.
Oh God. Well, yeah, Magna Carta Holy Grail. Yeah. Yeah. All right. 10 through 8, we had Blueprint 2, volume 1, and Dynasty. 7 through 4, we had Blueprint 3, 444, Volume 2, An American Gangster. Number 3, they had the Black Album. 2, Reasonable Doubt. And then at number 1, we had the Blueprint. So those of you who are still tuned in, I would love to know what Jay-Z albums are in your top 3. All right, we got Brother Bill from at In This Corner podcast. He has Blueprint, Black Album, and Reasonable Doubt are my top 3, with Volume 2 and American Gangster right behind them. Okay.
Fair.
Much respect. Yeah, I can dig that.
Yeah, same,
Yeah,
same.
I can dig that. All right. Anyone else chime in? What are your top 3 Jay-Z albums? And also, if you wouldn't mind sharing some feedback, tell us what you think about our list. We'll be willing to listen. All right. So quick Q&A. This question wasn't on here, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. A lot of people say that Hov benefited from the death of Biggie and Tupac, and y'all kind of talked a little bit about that. What are y'all thoughts when it comes to that statement? And I just open up the floor. Whoever wants to start first. Hov benefited from Biggie and Tupac dying.
I'll jump in. There was a benefit because it opened a lane, I would say. I saw someone in the chat mention Big L also. And so all those happen at the same time. It's like, all right, or close to each other. It's like, all right, Jay's coming in. If the trajectory of what we saw from Ready to Die to Life After Death kept going, who knows what it looked like? And Tupac already had a discography that was already running its own lane. And he was on a launching pad from California Love on top of what he was already doing. So had they stayed, will we still hear Jay-Z? Probably would. Will we be talking about him today? I don't know. We still talk about Big and Pac today.
We do
in the space, but there's no more new music, so we don't know what could be. But with those individuals not being able to produce more music and watch their evolution, like we watched Jay's, he had an opportunity. He's not the only person. Everybody had the opportunity. He took advantage of the opportunity and made the most of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I think, like you said, JB, you would still hear about Jay-Z, but I don't think he would have blew up as big. I think, personally, Big and Pop would have blown up as big as Jay-Z is now. Like, I'm talking, they would have had their own labels. I think they would have had their own side businesses, production companies, because that was the direction that Big was going in.
He was.
Yeah. Yep. He had the label.
And then he already had the label.
Yep.
You know. I think Tupac was going to get more heavily involved in acting and producing, kind of like an Ice Cube, right? And I also think that if DMX didn't have the personal issues that he had, he probably would have blown up, as big, if not bigger, than Jay. So I'm not knocking Jay's hustling, and I'm not knocking his skills, because he got skills, right? But I just think that, right? I just think that he came out, it was a perfect storm. And he found his lane, and he just took off. He found lightning in the bottle.
Yeah. All right, Mike, what you think, man?
So here's what I've been saving this for the whole day. I had wrote this down. I had to dig deep on this one. Here's why I get my LeBron, my LeBron comparison, right? I think there's a million cats that could have been LeBron, right? You got Lenny. You got J.R. Smith. You got there's a million guys that could have been the next up to Jordan. But the reality is there was only one, right? The reality is there was only one that could deal with the pressure. There was only one that could deal with delivering the results, and that was Hov, right? I think Hov absolutely benefited from Big opening up the door with the player swag and the sample beats and all of that. I think absolutely benefited from Pac and the sing-songy, rhymey, rhythmic tone that he had. But there's only one Hov, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like with Bron, there's only one Bron. Like you can't duplicate what these guys bring to the table. And I think when you look at Hov, there's only one. Right, and yes, absolutely benefited off the unfortunate deaths, meaning just the timing.
Yeah,
but Hov is Hov, man. Hov was memorizing bars. Hov is an artist.
Yeah,
Hov was thinking about things 3 steps ahead of time. Whereas Pac, y'all know me. I'm an aficionado on what happened to Pac in his studying. Pac died gangbanging. Like that.
Yeah, man.
Hove avoided all of that, even with the unstabbing and all of that. Like it just, all of that was right in front of him, and Hove avoided it. So to me, when you look at the Jay-Z and when you look at where he's come from and what he was able to do, I think he absolutely benefited, but he was blessed and taking full advantage of the opportunity. The same opportunity we tell everybody to take advantage of, man.
Yeah, I mean, you and I, we've talked a lot about this. Oftentimes in the music industry, timing is everything. I mean, the brother can't help what happened to Big and Pop.
No.
But of course he benefited from it because, like, who else at the time? He had it. He just had it. I think it's the same thing we talked about on our Hot Takes episode, Mike. Like you was talking about, like what made Michael Jackson. Timing was everything, man.
Time was everything.
Yeah, time is everything, and that's he benefited.
Watch the movie. Watch the Michael Jackson movie. You know it was timing because
it was just timing, man. Yeah, he just hit at that moment, and he was able to sustain that for like close to a decade. I mean, we're talking about number one albums from 1998 until 2003, and then he took a couple years off, and then you go on another run. After that.
Imagine if he had ended up staying with Priority though, and not get to deal with Def Jam. He wouldn't have had that same push.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Go ahead. So Harris, what do we say the keys to success are though? Is it like, once again, when you look at the Drake album and some of these others, is the keys to success growing up? Right? Like I was arguing with some homies about Drake's album. I'm like, my issue with Drake is he's still on that Peter Pan talk.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean? Like grow up.
He's almost 40. He's almost 40.
Man, come on, man. Your bottom number's too high.
Yeah.
You got a 90 something. Get that lower. And you over here talking about partying. But once again, like I know this is about Hove, but just in general, like I can't. It's hard for me to tell you what made Hove, but I think when Hove said, "Okay, well, make another Hove," that was one. And then when Hove said, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman."
Yeah.
Black men said, "Whoa, wait a minute, hold on now.
Yeah.
I can control the means to production.
Yeah.
I can control my space. I can control who I am. That means I can control everything around me." And there's something to be said about Jay-Z's ability to control everything around it, meaning the narrative, which is, like a LeBron. Like you control the narrative around you, therefore you control everything. So something to be said.
Man, that's a whole bar and word.
Yeah, for real. All right. So we're going next question. Like, why does Jay-Z get so much hate and criticism, particularly from younger millennials, the music podcasters, Dame Dash, Southern rap fans?
I'm about to tell you. All right.
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead, man.
First of all, let's be real. A lot of these music podcasters don't know what the hell they talking about. They need to take their mics off. Get off the internet. Y'all don't know what the hell you're talking about. If you actually listen to every album of Jay-Z's like we did and study what he was trying to say, you wouldn't have that same stance. Of course, we can't trust millennials. You can't trust millennials what they say.
Yeah.
As far as Southern rap fans, now I don't know why they want to hate so bad on Jay-Z, because let's be real.
Gracious.
The hate was real on Southern rap artists. Let's not forget what happened to Andre 3000 when he said that the South got something to say, or when Outkast won at the Source Awards and how they were treated. So let's not forget that we were once in that same boat. So there's no reason to hate a man just because he took his chance and ran with it.
Yep.
He got the opportunity, he ran with it. There's no reason. Now, as far as Dame Dash, look, you did it to yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You was 1/3 of running the Rockefeller conglomerate, and you just wanted to be stupid with some of your choices and the money, and mad over Jay because anyway.
Yep.
Can't talk about Bruno.
There's a couple things that turned the tide at Rockefeller, and one of the biggest ones was when he went behind Jay's back and appointed Cameron an executive.
Exactly. Exactly. Like you did it to yourself. Like you did. You know him and Cameron had beef, and you decided to sign Cameron to Rockefeller.
Yeah, and I
Like
don't
you
think
didn't think
the
that wasn't
signing
going.
wasn't a big deal as much as it was like you
When
took
he
a
made
guy.
him VP.
Yeah,
Well,
you made him VP.
But still, Jay didn't want him there at all.
Yeah.
And they went ahead and signed him. So it's like, well, you basically telling your man, F you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So nah, he did it to himself. He did it to himself with that one.
Mm-hmm. I think go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, the thing that bothers me the most is when I hate hearing, particularly younger millennials, be like, Jay-Z wasn't hidden down south. Bullshit. Yes, he was.
Like I said, you can't trust what the hell they little asses got to say because they don't know.
You went to any party from 1997 to 2007. You heard a Jay-Z song.
Come on, man. Talk that talk.
Come on, man. Like, if you're gonna make statements like that, back it up with facts.
Y'all remember, and once again, I feel like we're of a certain age, certain now. The South didn't have a cultural identity.
Right.
We didn't. We were trying to figure out who we were. I'm in middle school, growing up in Columbia, South Carolina, wearing red or blue, talking about whether I'm a Crip or a Blood. Like I didn't, because I'm listening to Snoop or I'm listening to DJ Quick and Pac. Like we didn't have an identity. We didn't have a sound. There was nothing that we attached ourselves. It's not till Cass comes out with an album, the Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music, that we define. Oh, wait. Hell, I'm from South Carolina, Atlanta, 3 hours away. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, I distinctly remember, you could ask any of the homies, I'm wearing Dickies and I'm wearing plaid outfits to school because I'm listening to Snoop's album. Mm-hmm. That's what you wear because we didn't have an identity. We didn't know who we were. You listen to P's first couple albums, he's still talking about I'm living in Richmond.
Yep.
He's in Oakland.
Yep.
He's not knowing who he is. We don't know who we are until Andre comes out with this South has something to say. There's a Southern pride. There's this moment in which we can come out and say we are who we are. But before that, I'm Hove.
Yeah.
Remember, as I said in my last piece, the African American diaspora is connected to the Amtrak trains. If you live in South Carolina, North Carolina, your granny and them was up in New York, New Jersey, and Philly.
Yep. And
that
DC.
Means your cousins coming down for the summer is from New York, New Jersey, and Philly. They're wearing Timbs. If you, my wife from Detroit, if you from Alabama, Mississippi, your cousins cousins coming from down from Chicago, Detroit, Indiana, etc. That is our connectivity. So Hov comes out. Oh, wait a minute now. I'm from South Carolina. My family and them is from Harlem. I can connect to him.
Yeah.
That is our connectivity. That is what the South has to say, is our connectivity is to New York, New Jersey, Philly. Yeah. So for us growing up, that's what we was listening to. That's who we were until Outkast, Goody, T.I., Scarface. They coming up. Another one that people sleep on is 8-Ball MJG. But that's
Yeah. Well, but also you got to keep in mind that at one point the South was only being known for booty shake, Miami music.
Yeah, Uncle Luke,
and some of the bass music coming out of Atlanta. Yeah. So, but like you said, it wasn't a cohesive identity because it was only in pockets, right?
Yeah. But to connect what both of y'all are saying, what you said is right. But we're talking about a younger crowd than us. They now have the sounds we're talking about. They have a Southern cultural sound, a Miami sound that they've gravitated toward and grown up in it from start to finish.
Yeah, we didn't have that. Like it's like Mike said, like in the South, you were a chameleon. Whoever was hot at the time, that's who we were listening to, and that's who we dressed like. Yep. Cats was growing froze and doing cornrows because of Snoop. But then all of a sudden you got cats wearing fitteds and baseball jerseys, oversized football jerseys, and baggy jeans and Timbs because of Hov in them. Yeah.
So to that point, guys, is it safe to say, and this is part of that younger conversation, regionalization no longer exists?
It doesn't exist, but in the standpoint of like this question and with other artists who have a longevity or don't get talked about or people question from being younger than us to our age and above, I didn't see, well, most people didn't see Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game.
Yeah.
Some people, we saw Jordan drop 55 in the Garden, but
Mhm.
then there's a newer generation that's like, hey, it's Kobe's 81, it's Bam's 83. It's that, right? But that's their now vision view because they weren't around to see, and no one really goes back to watch the older games in the now. And so it'd be the same thing with artists. Unless we did this project, we probably wouldn't have gone back to listen to Jay-Z. But if you heard it, hey, you should hear this, young man. This is great. No,
Yeah.
they're on to this section of artists at this age bracket.
Mhm. Yeah.
But when they get older, like how we were, we didn't like the older artists of the day that our parents may listen to. But when you get older, you decide, oh, I'm going to listen to this because I'm curious, and then you start liking it.
Exactly. Yep.
Fair.
Yep.
Because I didn't like Clarence Carter.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't know who he
Clarence
was.
Carter.
R.I.P.
But
Clarence
now,
Carter.
I like Clarence Carter now. Rest
Yeah.
in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but last piece, I think with Dame, there is something to be said. It bothers me that Dame has become the exact opposite of the man that he portrayed himself to be. Right? Dame presented himself as a man of integrity, as a man, who believes in everything he says. And now it looks like a brother that just collected a check, a $5,000 check from the Art of Dialogue, Vlad, and some of those others. And that bothers me a little bit. Like,
It does,
Dame,
man. I hate to see that brother struggling like that, man.
Come on, man. That's Dame. When Dame licked the bottom of the Air Force Ones, or was that Fat Joe? One of them licked the bottom.
That's Fat Joe. That's Fat Joe. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Or Dame said he never wore Air Force One twice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he said on a breakfast store.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is crazy talk.
Yeah. If he hadn't have been bullheaded and just let the business do what it was doing, they still been together, man.
Fact.
Yeah.
They were that was a hell of a trio, man. You had the silent partner in Biggs. You had the guy that was out front pushing, and then you had Hove, man. And I like how even though he was doing music, he was building that business mindset. Okay, yeah, when and if it's time to break away, I got this.
Yeah,
and he did.
They could have blown up. Rockefeller could have been like, we're talking on the level of, say, a Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Universal.
Yeah.
They had to just stuck together because they were building something solid and not just musically,
Yeah. Because they'd already, their artist roster was dope, man.
Crazy.
Super dope, man. Rockefeller chain, man. You had cats walking around with fake Rockefeller chains on.
Man. They had a meal. A meal was crazy.
Yeah, All right, so we are going to conclude this conversation. And as always, I have it down there on the board. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and share the Saturday Sit Down on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Our conversation, we went over. Our goal was to get this done in an hour and 30 minutes, but our live clock says 1 hour and 47. But I am so glad that people have stayed engaged to this conversation. So we have ranked Jay-Z's albums from 13 to 1. If you missed this episode, all episodes can be seen on YouTube by going to YouTube and searching for the Saturday Sit Down. Okay, so definitely check the replay if you get an opportunity to help us with these views. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. All right. Q, before we talk about the next episode, man, go ahead and give these brothers their flowers, man.
You know what? I want to thank both you, JB, and Brother Brown, as in Mike, for joining us this evening for this conversation. I mean, we couldn't have did it without y'all. I mean, the commentary was excellent. The hot takes was excellent. Y'all came prepared, and we have to give the people what they're looking for. I believe we delivered on that. So thank you, brothers, for joining us. We also want to thank our audience. Please, we got to thank the audience. Thank you for rocking with us this evening, even though we went over. You all have been great as per usual.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all again. Thank y'all, brothers. Listen, man, y'all boys dropped some gems. Boys dropped some gems as far as the quotables and the commentary. We appreciate that, man. Thoughtful analysis. And we will be having these two brothers on again in July for our annual Hot Takes episode, man.
Oh, so yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it too.
All right. So our next episode, man.
Our next episode, we talking about the class of 1996.
Yeah.
We're doing a two-part series of hip hop and R&B. And I graduated from high school in 1996. So shout out, even though I didn't care for high school too much, to Stratford High School class of 1996. Yeah. Some of us doing it all right, and the rest of y'all well.
Talk that
Yes.
talk,
So our
Tim.
next episode, we're talking about high school. We're talking about class of 1996, hip hop, R&B, two-part series. Set your calendars.
Get
Yeah,
on
so-
QG.
Yeah, man. So we got 2 parts coming. 1996, y'all. If y'all remember, Mike, JB, those that are watching, this was probably one of the best years in Black music, R&B and hip hop. So much so that we're gonna do 2 episodes.
Bruh.
But,
I
yeah.
remember where I was at when Tupac
Yes.
dies in 96.
September.
It's
Yep.
I
96,
remember where
man.
I'm at. JV
Yep.
football game
Mhm.
against Hillcrest High School
Yep.
in 1996. Hey, did you hear Tupac died?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No social media.
None.
Spread like wildfire. Spread like wildfire, man.
We was in the towers. We was hanging out in the lobby instead of studying like we should have been.
Yeah.
And one of the homies had one of those text pagers, the big joint.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Oh man, Tupac just died." And we was like, "What?" September 7th, 1996. I'll never forget.
Yeah, man. I remember being in the car with my parents, man, after a high school football game, and they stopped the radio, like stopped the music, and came on and made the announcement that Tupac had passed away.
Yep. Facts.
Crazy, man. Yeah,
I didn't have much fun back then. Y'all all at football games. I was at the house watching MTV.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk 96, man. We talking about Reasonable Doubt, AT Aliens, Busta Rhymes, The Coming. Good Lord, Nas, It Was Written. Yeah, and then on the R&B side, you got 112 debut album, Black Street. Goodness gracious, so many. Too many to name. I don't want to miss anybody, but it's some bangers, and we're gonna be sure to cover those in depth. 2-part series. Be on the lookout for those dates. All right. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down. If you missed this episode, the live episode, be sure to catch the replay on YouTube. Also, be looking out for clips to be coming soon on TikTok and on Instagram. Again, brothers, thank y'all for being here this evening. Sat chat audience, those who are watching, whether you participate in the chat or not, we appreciate y'all, man. Much love and have a good night.
Love it. Fire.
Peace,
All right,
everybody.
boys.